we need to get some credentials, which would be here. Access keys. Let's create some access keys. And root access. So, all right, root access keys are not recommended. We don't recommend creating root access keys because you can't specify the root user in a permission policy. You can't limit its permission, which is a best practice. Instead, alternative use IAM roles and if your use case requires an access key, create an IAM user. All right, so what I'm going to do for now, I'm going to create an access key, but next time, maybe we'll create an IAM user and then assign that IAM user an access key and update our access key with that. But just for the sake of time, we're gonna use a access key over here, right? I'm not sure what's gonna show me, so I'm just gonna hide the screen real quick. Okay, I got it. So we are gonna go to, so I'm just gonna copy all this stuff in, okay? Because I don't need to show all of this. Okay. Let's go with done. All right, so we have our access key. And let me close this file. All right, cool, perfect. So now let's go back to over here. And I am going to start and stop again. Update bucket name in the, so we need to update the bucket name inside of this function to, you must replace your Supabase bucket name and your output bucket name with the names of your actual S3 buckets. So would that be, so that's just S3 key and S3 region. Let me see. So I'm gonna have to create a S3 bucket. All right, let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we're gonna, let me see if I hadn't created one. So let's go ahead and create a S3 bucket. And I'll call that speak precisely app. Copy that. And we will say, ACL, all objects in the bucket are owned by this account. Access the bucket and its objects is specified by only policies. Right, I'm gonna go and say, what permissions would I need for the S3 bucket? All right. So basically I asked what permissions I need for it to be able to use the bucket. And for Amazon Transcribe, to access your audio files and store the transcription results, you'll need to configure the permissions for two S3 buckets. The input bucket where your audio files are stored, and the output bucket where the transcription return. All right, so basically we need to rename this bucket over here to input. And we shall say, we got that. And your Supabase bucket name. Output bucket for transcription results. All right, let me see. Good. To get started, create two buckets. All right, let me go apply the bucket policy shown above to grant Amazon transcribe the necessary. All right, so let's create these two buckets. Okay. Create the first bucket. And now let's create the other bucket. Wait, that's not right. Oops. There we go. Create bucket. Output. And we're going to say create bucket. All right, so the two buckets are created, the input and the output. Let me just filter down. All right, cool. Now, create the two buckets, apply the bucket policy shown above to grant Amazon transcribe privileges, right? So we need to go here, permissions, and we are going to say public access is blocked because our public access settings are turned on for this bucket. Okay. It's not really public access though, is it? Amazon transcribe needs the S3 get object permission to read the audio files. The output bucket for transcription results needs S3 put object permissions to write. Okay. These permissions are granted by attaching a bucket policy to your S3 bucket. Additionally, the IAM user role and credentials will need. Okay. Would you like me to create a markdown file with example S3 bucket policies for your reference? Yes. Okay, so let's see what the file is. Okay, so over here, they're giving me the bucket policy that I need for the input bucket. So this is the input bucket. So I need to be able to take this code right here and set it into, let me just go to this view. I need to set it in here. So if we do save changes, is that gonna work? Nope. Probably hasn't about the resource. Service transcribe AWS audio. And I need my resource name, which would be, suppose it's this one. Oops. All right, let's try that again. Okay, there we go with the first one. Nice. Now, if we go to the second one and we do permissions, and we go to edit. Oh, not that one. Bucket policy. All right, there you go, bucket policy. Now we're gonna take the next one. And we're gonna paste it in here. And this one would be your output bucket, which would be, speak precisely dash app dash output. Oh, there it goes right there. Ha, look at that. It's right there. Let's put that in there. And we can save. And now we have our permissions in there. Now, in addition to the bucket policies, the IAM role whose credentials are used in the Supabase function will need the transcribe start transcription job permission. You can add that permission to the IAM user or roles policy. All right, so the other thing that we need to do is, let's see. Not that. We need to go to IAM. That's what it is. IAM. And we need to go to we need to do the can add the permissions to IAM user or the user's policy. Let's just do it to the user for now. I think I'm logged in as this one. And then we want to do I think I should already have access to it, but let's do add permission, add permission. Let's do start transcription job. Or let's see, attach policy. Okay, add attach, and this is not the right way to like the long-term way to do it, but this is just so we can get this off the ground. Transcription. So this is the start transcription job. Start stream transcription. Guess we'll go with this one for now. Oops. Transcribe for access. Let's go with this one for now. Later on, we can make it a little bit more. All right, so everything is added. We have our transcription, which should allow us to do the start transcription. We have, let me see. We have, all right, so let's go back to over here. Okay, so that's done. So we have our .env file set up. We have our S3 bucket set up. We have our policy set up. Okay, so now let's see. I've added the S3 buckets. Wait, where do I define the S3 buckets in this code though? Those are the policies. Okay, whatever. So we're gonna say I've added the S3 buckets to AWS with the permissions. I have created the policy. Created the policy, added the .env variables. What next needs to be done so that we can test out the application? All right, so let's see what it's going to tell us that we need to do next in order for us to be able to actually be able to test out the app. Let's see. File not found. Speak precisely AI. Let's see. All right. I had put the .env file inside the Supabase functions folder inside of the speak precisely. Should it not be in the Supabase functions folder? Whatever, I spelled functions wrong, but whatever. Let me see. That's a great question. Supabase edge functions have a specific way of handling environment variables, and placing the .env file directly in the is not the standard approach. The recommended way to manage secrets environment is to use Supabase secrets management system. When you're setting up a Supabase secret, the secret becomes available as an environment variable to all your edge functions. Since you've already created the .env file, the easiest plan is to read the value from that file. All right, so I'm going to say when I tried to use the Supabase secret set, it was trying to add it to my cloud Supabase environment, as opposed to the local install of Supabase. All right, let's see. Great job, you jerk, showing it all off. All right, we'll have to delete those keys after. Let's see. I will delete those keys after. Wasn't expecting it to show it in plain text. You've run into a common point of confusion with local Supabase development. The Supabase secret commands are intended for your hosted Supabase projects, not your local development. For local development, Supabase handles environment variables differently. Instead of using Supabase secrets, you should create a .env in the Supabase directory. This will automatically loaded when you run Supabase start, which is what I did. Since you've already created a .env file in the Supabase functions, you're very in the Supabase functions, you're very close. The correct location is okay. So I put it in the wrong location. I will move it. Okay. Run command. Now that it is in the correct location, your local Supabase instance will automatically load the AWS credentials. The final step is to update the Supabase edge function with your S3 bucket names. Okay, so now we need to go into the S3 edge functions inside of here, and we need to find. So here, bucket name, let's go and get that. So this is the output bucket name over here. And this would be the input, right? Okay, perfect. Now, okay, I updated myself. I wonder, did I make a mistake here? Oh no, it was just output bucket name. All right, gotcha. Bucket where transcribe saves the results. Hopefully that's right. Okay, so excellent with the .env file in the correct location, and your S3 bucket names updated in the edge function. You're now ready to test the application. Here's a summary.
Lunch break. Lunch break.
So we got the credentials. S3 bucket permission. You have configured the necessary S3 bucket policies. All right. Supabase edge function. The speech to text function is now fully configured to use your AWS credentials. You can now run the application and test the full transcription. All right. So when we get back from break, we will actually give it a try we're gonna give it a try to use the app, see if it's able to, and we'll be monitoring the bucket to see if a file is going to try to get uploaded there, or if we get any errors, right? But a lot of progress has been made. A lot of progress has been made.
Alarm clock screams, man, it's 4 a.m. Sun ain't even thinking, I'm already in. Hit the iron clanging beast mode, fully activated. Mind is sharp and fast, it ain't no time to crash. Quick rinse, hit the box, on a session, I'm heating up. Clear the mind, get the toxins out, I'm leveling up. By the time you waking up, I'm already past the peak. Got my first W before you even brush your teeth. Logging 9 to 5, yeah, the normal job. Software death for them, I'm a higher prop. Software killer, co-committed, pull requested clean. But that's just the warm up, know what I mean. Don't you hit my phone, man, I'm not available. Every minute on my schedule's unassailable. I don't got the time, man, I'm on a mission. You see a busy schedule, I see ammunition. I love this damn grind, I don't need a break. You can sleep on me, I'll be wide awake. Got no vacancy, my calendar is live. I'm obsessed with winning, man, I never be stopped. Clock out at 5, swat the keyboard, hit the street. Precision jiu-jitsu, man, I don't retreat. Mind weight on the max, I'm rolling, tap and learn. Keeps my mind sharp, gotta get it burned. Then I flip the switch, man, the damn mode's on. Coaching pretty ball out on the damn lawn. Playing with my son Benji, give him all he needs. Yeah, I feed my family and I plant my seeds. Home quick mail, then a second son ahead. Back to the command center, man, I never quit. Don't you hit my phone, man, I'm not available. Every minute on my schedule's unassailable. I don't got the time, man, I'm on a mission. You see a busy schedule, I see ammunition. I love this damn grind, I don't need a break. You can sleep on me, I'll be wide awake. Got no vacancy, my calendar is live. I'm obsessed with winning, man, I'll never be stopped. My focus is insane, man, how you think I last? Twice a week I'm doing 48-hour fast. Sometimes 72, no food, just a clarity. You see a sacrifice, I see the real of me. Now the week ain't done, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday 2 hour till live stream, ain't no time for wordplay. Saturdays for content, ain't no time to chill. Recording 3 new videos, man, the flow is ill. Then the edit, grind, chop and make it clean. Metadata, thumbnails, build a whole machine. Schedule out the content, coaching my barbarians. This ain't word to me, this is oxygen. Don't you hit my phone, man, I'm not available. Every minute on my schedule's unassailable. I don't got the time, man, I'm on a mission. You see a busy schedule, I see ammunition. I love this damn grind, I don't need a break. You can sleep on me, I'll be wide awake. Got no vacancy, my calendar is live. I'm obsessed with winning, man, I'll never be stopped.